During teenage years, from the time the person's a teenager until the person's early 20s, it's like when a person locks himself into the type of person he's going to be. And what I am, and he may probably would have said the other way around too, but he got to be, is because we were roommates. And I did have a conversation. My conversation with him were not the kind of conversations that everybody else is talking about. We weren't chavrusas in yeshiva. I hit Hespedim. We never had a conversation about their meant on the Birkei Shmuel. This was not our conversations. We didn't have conversations. I didn't try to teach you Gemara. We had real life conversations. People, roommates, buddies. I knew lots of things about him. Like I could tell you what his favorite non-Haredi music was too. What his favorite foods are. And I was with him in the time period that he was, that was introduced to his Rebbetzin. Until the time they actually got engaged. And past that too, we got to, we knew each other. I got to discuss his various frustrations trying to get married. I have to know both sides. He married my father's youngest sister. He was my roommate in yeshiva. He married my father's youngest sister. So I got to hear both stories. Here was a guy, as you can all tell from all the speeches until now, this guy was a fine Ben. A top Ben. With Midas Titus, as my family would put it, this guy would have been grabbed by any Rav of Rosh Yeshiva, except for, and everybody knows what the except for is. And that was the big deal. Why it took a tremendous long time before they finally decided. B'tzad sheni, all the people talk about people he didn't talk about. What he didn't talk about. I don't know about it. Because by me the conversation was, he wanted to know what my family is like, who the people are, what we do. Yeah, kind of. Now, I have to be maki toiv that a lot of what I am is from being his roommate. A person gets a certain chinuch from the house. He gets a chinuch from his Rabbi. But who he ends up in his teenage years with, depends who you are, who you are, and who you're with. And there's some people, and people change, because that's the years when you're sort of like rebelling from your childhood. You want to discover yourself, and when you get to your later 20s already, you're formed. And that's pretty much how a person stays on and on. So who you're with, who your buddies are when you're a teenager, that's who you are. I'll give you an example of something. I have a Sevi Yom in Nach. I don't know how many people come to the yeshiva world to find it very strange. And somebody, if you're not part of the yeshiva world, you would find it very strange. How many yeshiva people know to learn Tanakh from beginning to the end with a commentary? Think to yourself, do you know Tanakh from beginning to the end with a commentary? How many people do you know ever learned Tanakh beginning to end with a commentary? Well, I had a roommate in yeshiva who had to say the Kavur in Tanakh, who had learned Tanakh from beginning to the end. So as a bocha, My grandfather said it in Tanakh, my buddy should have said it in Tanakh, my grandfather said it in Tanakh, and everybody who learned elementary school said it in Tanakh. Somehow everybody else comes to Beis Medrash, they forget about this whole thing. But the older bocher in my room, he had to say it in Tanakh, so I had to say it in Tanakh. And it's part of my regular schedule. The difference between somebody who knows Tanakh and somebody who doesn't know Tanakh, it's a tremendous difference. How many people here can quote Tanakh and the lessons in Tanakh from learning it? Sometimes I have a discussion with a Ben Torah, I can tell he never learned Tanakh. What he knows from Tanakh, he knows from a few got into Gemaras that are brought. But that's the difference. Even though the two of us are very different personalities, we never learned together for Chavrusa. He's a real nice guy. Everybody knows he's a real nice guy. I'm a very hard person. Shtickle notorious for giving people a hard time when they say a speech. He asked me once, how come you never heckle my speeches? Everybody else, you quoted the Gemara wrong, I'll tell you quoted the Gemara wrong. You gave the wrong shot, I'll tell you you gave the wrong shot. I'll give you a hard time. Yes, why don't you heckle my speeches? So I told him, because I like his speeches. He wasn't trying to dazzle me, to show me what a great oil he was, like everybody points out here. Rabbi Shlomo's speeches were down to earth. It was very basic things. And I could use the material myself to give it over to somebody else. It was very down to earth. Came time to let's say, I went with him, going through the Yonah of Shidduchim when he was going to Shidduchim and when he was first getting married and different things were, so people talk about, but I heard from his challenges of what it's like getting adjusted to get married. Before you know, he even knew what was it like. He didn't have a sister. He didn't know what it was. You know, he's getting married, he's meeting this girl, and you have to learn, when you prepare for life, with having real expectations. People have this fantasy that you're going to get married, and when you're in love, everybody understands each other so well. And you know, the chat, love against it, and you know, it's no reality. If you prepare yourself like that, that's preparing to get divorced. The Rabbi is he give you some of these stories. So some of that I was able to help him out with because I knew the background the other way. Why would she expect me to enjoy this? You know? I was sometimes able to explain to him. Sometimes why didn't she understand what I tried to explain to her? You know, first of all, she was from Midwest and he's from the East Side. They didn't talk, you know. They may both speak English, but they don't talk the same. It's a different understanding, a different mentality. And then sometimes you just have to realize, you know, your wife is not perfect. And you just take it nicely. And the guy knows how to take it nicely. Can have a long marriage, plenty of children, have a happy home. And that's how you prepare for life. It's in all kinds of things. He gave me a tremendous compliment. He married my aunt. Is a tremendous compliment. He gave a guy in Beis Medrash to speak together. And the guy says, I like your sister. I want to marry her. You know, it's a compliment to you. Who does he know in the family already? I was in the yeshiva as his roommate, and my brother was there. But it wasn't just, he didn't say, I like Miriam. therefore I married her. He got to know me, and we talked about my family. And he would tell me, I want to be part of your family. I'm here, this Hespedim here. I go to Hespedim Gedalim. And people, they don't really know what Gedalim are. In their musig of Gedalim, that's my grandfather. That's my father. That's my uncles. That's my cousin. And now, I can say that's my children, my nephews, that's the Price boys, that's the Presser boys, etc., the family. This is my family. And he wanted to be part of that. I was with him. I was one of the first people he told that he got the job in Neveh. And he was so happy he got a job. It was his dream job. His dream